Coin flip? Coin flip?
What do you want to do?
250? You have it?
Aw, that's not fun. Come on, you want to be fun? Let's be fun.
200, 300.
Let's have some fun.
200, 300.
No.
Go over one. Go over one.
0
Zero.
or 200?
Zero, 250. 250. 0, 250.
200.
250. Okay?
205.
250, 200.
Hey, what are you doing? Are you eating a straight up lemon right now?
Yeah, dude. It's a lemon. But because of this berry right here, it tastes like candy.
Hold on, what kind of a berry makes a lemon taste like candy?
Nature's wild berry. Just chew this berry, and it'll turn anything sour, tart, even fermented, sweeter than sugar.
That sounds like a magic wizard berry to me. Try the food that's on your plate beforehand. I just kind of want you to get a before and after type of flavor.
Take a bite of the lemon.
Exactly. Wow.
Oh my God.
Man,
The
that
cranberry was
fake.
horrible.
Try that.
I've tried everything. What do I do with the
Now
berry?
we're gonna take 2 berries,
2 berries.
and you're gonna chew those. It's gonna be like fruit-infused popcorn. Savor the berry 30 seconds. Make sure it moves
Oh
all
my
over
God.
your
Then wait a minute, wait a minute. This just turned into a sweet pickle. That's crazy.
Hey, what are you doing? Are you eating a straight up lemon right now?
My dad's calling? Are you serious? You're f***ing lying. They're gonna think this is staged. They're gonna think this is staged. Dad, say hi to Anaheim real quick.
Hi, Anaheim.
Aquí está mi mom. Come here, come talk to her. Mom, come here. Come talk to my dad.
Hello?
Tú sabes que todo el tiempo te he querido y te he amado. ¿Eh?
Sí, pero te lo perdiste.
Dad, dile de las tangas rojas que necesitas.
¿Que le compré a tu mami? ¿O que se las quité?
My dad's calling? Are you serious? You're f***ing lying. They're gonna think this is staged. They're gonna think this is staged.
Arturo Vacarraya.
Dad, say hi to Anaheim real quick.
Hi, Anaheim. Eso.
Aquí está mi mom. Come here, come talk to her. Mom, come here. Come talk to my dad.
Hello?
Tú sabes que todo el tiempo te he querido y te he amado. ¿Eh?
Sí, pero te lo perdiste.
Dad, dile de las tangas rojas que necesitas.
¿Que le compré a tu mami? ¿O que se las quité?
My dad's calling? Are you serious? You're f***ing lying. They're gonna think this is staged. They're gonna think this is staged.
Arturo Vacarraya.
Dad, say hi to Anaheim real quick.
Hi, Anaheim. Eso.
Aquí está mi mom. Come here, come talk to her. Mom, come here. Come talk to my dad.
Hello?
Tú sabes que todo el tiempo te he querido y te he amado. ¿Eh?
Sí, pero te lo perdiste.
Dad, dile de las tangas rojas que necesitas.
¿Que le compré a tu mami? ¿O que se las quité?
My dad's calling? Are you serious? You're f***ing lying. They're gonna think this is staged. They're gonna think this is staged.
Arturo Vacarraya.
You're trading it out?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Buzz on it?
There's an intake.
Is that gas?
No, yeah, it does, yeah. You're good.
He said no.
Nah.
He said no first.
You're good.
All right, let's check it out.
Copy on
Well,
the
you
door.
can buy the GT4, actually.
I wish. I can't even do jaw drop.
So you're buying this BMW right here.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We just have to
Trade in the RS3.
trade in. RS3, nice. Nice paint. Nice
Yeah,
color.
30, but it was just waxed like 2 years ago.
Cool. Any PPF on the car?
No, there's not.
Soft paint though. You ceramic coated it?
Slightly.
Yeah, I could feel it. All right, cool. We use 30 for the car. You're looking for more?
I'm looking for more. Jen gave me 40. I have the paper to prove.
Okay. And that's what you're looking for?
Yeah, I was really hoping to be close to my payments.
bucks?
It depends on my monthly payments.
So where did you want to be?
I pay
$5.95.
$5.95.
Is your monthly payment there? Do we calculate it yet?
I don't remember off the top of my head. For this car, I pay $5.95.
Okay.
I pay $610 out of pocket every month just for auto pay. I was hoping to stay as close to that in the 600s as possible.
Okay.
If you can, I'll sign today.
Okay. Andy, did you run a payment or anything like that?
Yeah, we did. I just don't remember the numbers.
You're a little bit over 740
That
right
was
now?
with 38 down.
38,000 trade. So if we gave you 39, you'd be at like 720. And if we give you 40, you're at like 700 probably.
That would probably be almost good enough, maybe. I
that
came in
comes
hoping
down
to get
to-
the car at 44,000.
Yeah.
40,000 trade in, and I was good to go with that.
Okay. Why don't you let Sal give him the numbers at 39, and let's see where it goes from there.
Gotcha.
Okay? Because we're just talking over the right now.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, okay, cool, thanks. Trading an Audi RS3?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Any mods on it?
Oh, there's an intake.
Does it have gas?
No, yeah, it does, yeah. You're good.
He said no. He said no first.
You're good.
Alright, let's check it out.
Not the
I thought
other
you
door.
came to buy the GT4, actually.
I wish. I came to the dealership, my jaw drops.
So you're buying this BMW right here.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We just have to
Trade in the RS3.
trade in. RS3, nice. Nice paint, nice
Yeah.
color.
30, but it was just waxed like 2 years ago.
Cool. Any PPF on the car?
No, there's not.
Soft paint though. You ceramic coated it?
Slightly.
Yeah, I could feel it. Alright, cool. We gave you 38 for the car and you're looking for more?
I'm looking for more. Genesis gave me 40. I have the paper to prove.
Okay. And that's what you're looking for?
Yeah, I was really hoping to be close to my payments.
You know that pop?
Yeah, it's nice.
Is 39 cool? If we came up $1,000
It
bucks?
depends on my monthly payments.
So where did you want to be?
I pay
At 40?
$5.95.
Is your monthly payment there? Do we calculate it yet?
I don't remember off the top of my head. For this car, I pay $5.95. I pay $610 out of pocket every month just for auto pay. I was hoping to stay as close to that in the 600s as possible.
Okay.
If you can, I'll sign today.
Okay. Andy, did you run a payment or anything like that?
Yeah, we did. I just don't remember the numbers.
You're a little bit over 740 right
That was
now?
with 38 down.
38,000 trade. So if we gave you 39, you'd be at like 720. And if we gave you 40, you're at like 700 probably.
That would probably be almost good enough, maybe. I
Where it
came in
comes down
hoping to get the car at 44,000.
Yeah.
40,000 trade in, and I was good to go with that.
Okay. Why don't you let Sal give him the
Yeah,
numbers
if you
at
can take a
39,
minute to send
and
that
let's
before
see
he
where it goes
leaves.
from there.
Gotcha.
Okay? Because we're just talking towards a lot right now, so.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, okay, cool, thanks. Trading an Audi RS3?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Any mods on it?
Oh, there's an intake.
Does it have gas?
No, yeah, it does.
Oh,
You're good.
he said no. He said no first.
You're good.
All right, let's check it out.
Not the
I thought
other
you
door.
came to buy the GT4, actually.
I wish. I came to the dealership, my jaw drops.
So you're buying this BMW right here.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We just have to
Trade in the
I
RS3.
just sent it to him. Only thing I noticed was the 10 hours at the studio, but we didn't do 10 hours. They were at least
Cool. Any PPF on the car?
like
No,
8
there's not.
hours, but I
Soft
mean, I can
paint,
ask
though.
him.
You ceramic coated it?
Slightly.
Yeah, I could feel it. All right, cool. We gave you 38 for the car, and you're looking for more?
I'm looking for more. Genesis gave me 40. I have the paper to prove.
Okay. And that's what you're looking for?
Yeah, I was really hoping to be close to my payments.
You know that pop?
Yeah, it's nice.
Is
Fire
39 cool? If we came up $1,000
It
bucks?
depends on my monthly payments.
So where did you want to be?
I pay
Yeah, it was for
$5.95.
Is your
sure.
monthly payment
Yeah,
there? Do we
that was
calculate it
for
yet?
sure. I
I don't remember
checked
off the top of
it.
my head. For this car, I pay $5.95.
Okay.
I pay $610 out of pocket every month just for auto pay. I was hoping to stay as close to that in the 600s as possible.
Okay.
If you can, I'll sign
Yeah,
it.
it was
Okay.
for
Andy,
sure.
did you run a payment or
I
anything like
checked
that?
it.
Yeah, we did. I just don't remember the numbers.
You're a little bit over 740
That
right
was
now?
with 38 down.
38,000
I
trade.
checked
So
and
if
asked
we
that,
gave you 39,
39,
you'd be at like 720. And if we gave you 40, you're at like 700 probably.
That would probably be almost good enough, maybe. I
Where it
came in
comes down
hoping to
to-
get the car at 44,000.
Yeah.
40,000 trade in, and I was good to go with that.
Okay, why don't you let Sal give him the numbers at 39, and let's see where it goes from there.
Gotcha.
Okay? Because we're just talking towards a lot right now, so.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah, it was
Trading
for
an Audi
sure
RS3?
Sergio.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Any mods on it?
Oh, there's an intake.
Does it have gas?
No, yeah, it does. Yeah. You're good.
He said no. He said no first.
You're good.
All right, let's check it out.
Not the
I thought
other
you
door.
came to buy the GT4, actually.
I wish. I came to the dealership, my jaw drops.
So you're buying this BMW right here.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Let me
We just
send it
have
to him. Only
to.
thing I noticed was the 10 hours at the studio, but we didn't do 10 hours. It was at least,
30, but it was just
I guess
waxed.
he said it was like 8 hours.
Any PPF on the car?
No,
I
there's
mean, I
not.
can ask him.
You ceramic coated it?
Slightly.
Yeah, I could feel it. All right, cool. We gave you 38 for the car, and you're looking for more?
I'm looking for more. Genesis gave me 40. I have the paper to prove.
Okay. And that's what you're looking for?
Yeah, I was really hoping to be close to my payments.
You know that pop?
Yeah, it's nice.
Is
Fire
39 cool? If we came up $1,000
It
bucks?
depends on my monthly payments.
So where where did you want to be?
I pay
At 40,
$5.95.
is your monthly payment there? Do we calculate it yet?
I don't remember off the top of my head. For this car, I pay $5.95.
Okay.
I pay $610 out of pocket every month just for auto pay. I was hoping to stay as close to that in the 600s as possible.
Okay.
If you can, I'll sign today.
Okay. Andy, did you run a payment or anything like that?
Yeah, we did. I just don't remember the numbers.
You're a little bit over 740 right
That
now?
was the 38 down.
38,000 trade. So
guys
if
left
we
at
gave
like
you 39, you'd be at like 720. And if we give you 40, you're like 700 probably.
That would probably be almost good enough, maybe.
Where
I
it
came in
comes out
hoping to get the car at 44,000.
Yeah.
40,000 trade in, and I was good to go with that.
Okay, why don't you let Sal give him the numbers
Alright,
at
let's just
39, and let's see where it goes from there.
Gotcha.
Okay? Because we're just talking cars a lot right now, so. Yeah, okay, cool, thanks. Trading an Audi RS3?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Any mods on it?
There's an intake.
Does it have cats?
No, yeah, it doesn't.
Oh,
You're good.
he said no. He said no first.
You're good.
Alright, let's check it out. I thought you came to buy the GT4, actually.
I wish. I came to the dealership. My jaw dropped.
So you're buying this BMW right here. Hopefully. We just have to
Trade in the RS3.
trade in RS3. Nice paint, nice
Yeah,
color.
30, but it was just waxed like 2 years ago.
Cool. Any PPF on the car?
No, there's not.
Soft paint though. You ceramic coated it?
Slightly.
Yeah, I could feel it. All right, cool. We gave you 38 for the car, and you're looking for more?
I'm looking for more. Genesis gave me 40. I have the paper to prove.
Okay. And that's what you're looking for?
Yeah, I was really hoping to be close to my payments.
Hear that pop?
Yeah, it's nice.
Is 39 cool? If we came up $1,000
It
bucks?
depends on my monthly payments.
So where did you want to be?
I pay
At 40,
$5.95.
is your monthly payment there? Do we calculate it yet?
I don't remember off the top of my head. For this car, I pay $5.95.
Okay.
I pay $610 out of pocket.
Hi,
just for
asshole.
auto
He
pay.
was watching the
Hoping to
same
stay
fucking
close
clip.
to that.
This big guy thought he was tough.
All you fools just watching me. What do we got in the chat right now? Do I even have it set up right? Nope.
Hey. Look. Hey. Do what's something. Do what's something. Hey, stop.
This big guy thought he was tough.
Hit me one more time.
Hey, stop.
You feel like that? Don't you? Chill the down.
Hey. Look. Hey.
You touch me.
Do what's something. Do what's something.
You my champ. You met me with the wrong mother.
This big guy thought he was tough.
Hit me one more time.
Freaking Rams here with 64,000.
Give me my chain.
I'm not gonna say we bought it. It's good. We bought it. It's a customer here right now. So let's fill it. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. Really? But you have an approval? You mind if we film?
Yes.
All right, cool. What you at right now? You're at 15. Yeah. So the deal right now, you're at 15. You want to be $200 less?
Now, what was the max that you said?
How much?
You want to be at 15? No, you told me 14. It's the 1,400 to the bill. They give us more money down. I don't have much anymore.
You don't have much anymore. That's it.
Yeah, I don't want to.
You have 6,000.
We are doing 6,000.
She has 6,000.
I mean, you probably can do 6,000. Yeah.
Okay.
For the trade, it's paid.
So every $1,000 we take off is about $20. So are you gonna have to think about it on the price?
Yeah, I mean, I really can't do that. 1,400 would be ideal.
1,400 is ideal. What if it was like, I don't know. What if it was like 15, 20? It's $9 off.
Contracts.
What if we took $9 off the payment?
Brought him in so that I can learn to do contracts.
Still gonna have.
Chan.
So I'm gonna ask a question.
Here we go.
All right, Mia, turn to the girl to your left and loudly say, "I'm an accident."
I'm an accident.
And that was between us, though. You don't have to tell people.
Say to the woman, "Miss, I live in shame."
Miss, I live in shame.
So stupid.
Alright, let's start cleaning. fucking guy. How you doing? Good to see you, man.
So you want to paint this place white?
White. Like the ceiling, but fucking obviously we gotta touch up the ceiling too. Last time I didn't know we really need to. But it probably
It doesn't look like it. Nothing looks rotted. It doesn't leak.
No?
No, right? No, okay.
Over here, you know what though? Over here? When it was raining? At least right here.
And recently?
Yeah, recently, but like,
Oh, that's from that painting.
but not yet, the roof is solid.
Okay. Yeah, we could paint that white.
I can't even stand it. Yeah, I wanna take everything out, bro, and I'm literally like redoing the whole spot now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanna like.
What do you want to put on the floor? Vinyl?
I was gonna go epoxy. Epoxy? Yeah, but it's gonna get expensive, bro. So yeah, for now, I don't know what I'm gonna do to it yet. Probably just gonna get it grinded in because we started grinding it ourselves. Like a while back, but we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. So I don't know. The floor's gonna be the last thing we do though.
Was it?
Yeah, yeah. Well.
For vinyl.
Oh, it's the vinyl. It's like this stuff, right?
No, this one's different.
This is like the bathroom. We're doing this in the bathroom. We're thinking about this bathroom.
Yeah, that's one.
This is that stick shit. Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
No? Oh, okay, okay. I was just like, I don't know. Because, yeah, they came up with a bunch of ideas. It's gonna cost some money, so like, well, we have to keep it affordable as possible.
Vinyl for sure is cool. And those are the nicest.
Yeah.
Well, the epoxy are too.
Yeah,
Parts of it.
that epoxy, but then, yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit of time. You normally, what days do you normally get off? You work on schedule, right?
Yeah, the regular schedule. Well, I work with good job.
Yeah, that's
Monday through Friday. I have the weekends. But I've also come like afterwards, you know?
Yeah, no, yeah, whenever, obviously, but, so the goal, I'll show you the spot, that kind of have an idea of what we're doing, they're in Texas.
Oh, okay.
But this is like the idea.
Cause even with the paint, like we can move all this stuff over to one side,
Right?
get like half of it, you know, and
Push it back.
Yeah.
Well, that's the goal, so, like, maybe like 2 weeks, when it was raining? No, that was raining. Maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe like a month now.
yeah.
We had a leak in the bathroom, and so the landlord, when I came in, fucked up my whole green screen.
All the green trees on the floor.
Yeah, and then it got all dirty and shit. I mean, we cleaned it anyway.
Yeah.
So what I told, I mean, these are easy. We just get the, it's like 8 by 10 or something like that, the boards. Oh, we overpaid it. But they're all fucked up because of the leak. So we said no reimbursement for all this part.
Oh,
So what I was gonna have them try to do is, they'll have some of the expenses. It's like, hey, I'm gonna start changing up things. Maybe your property is like, like, you wanna do something and then you say, but I don't want to do it. You get the house. Alright, fuck it, I'm still gonna do it, see if I get lucky. Yeah.
that's how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
At least he's reimbursing you.
Yeah, but then, that's what I'm saying, when you said you would reimburse me for this, that's why I was like, oh, maybe they'll have one with me if I fucking go that route.
What are you doing right now?
Cleaning this fucking room out.
You're gonna keep this in the same one, huh? You're gonna keep the paint the same?
Yeah, it's gonna stay the same. I'm just gonna clean the floors. Yeah, I'm gonna get the door handle, replace on that one, I'm gonna get the fan, always spray these fans black. Oh, you're good. Yeah.
I was like, purple rainbow.
So,
You still be picking up from
It's usually has a lock on it too.
cousin?
What happened?
You still be picking up from cousin?
No, you know what? I haven't picked up something from Minnie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been picking up. I have this guy right here that's in LA. He's got really good weed and his prices are a little bit better. and the bleed's a little bit consistent.
Because Vincent doesn't really bless on me.
Well, it just depends.
Yeah.
Like when he can, but yeah, this guy, I met him through. He's actually my coworker. My coworker, she's worked with my mom. She worked there with all of us, and she's like, yeah, my husband, you know, smells me too. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, well, plug me up. And so she plugged me in, and I was like, I would actually go to their house to pick it up, and then finally when he got comfortable with me, he was like, come out here to LA and I'll show you the spot that I got. So it's not his spot, but it's like he is connected. I don't know how, maybe he's got a percentage of it or something, but he is pretty plugged in. He's pretty plugged in. So I was like, alright, okay, look it out, bro. So yeah, it's been pretty good. And then sometimes he'll drive up this way because he lives out here in Chino, or in Chino. He lives out here somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is how they do it. So I'm thinking about doing like kind of how I did this.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna do different sets all around. But these people are the ones that have like all their shit, everything's white and there's two.
You don't think the wall's white too?
Yeah. That's it. And then I'm just gonna have a bunch of furniture. Like I'm gonna do my furniture soon.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna do a bunch of like furniture for other shit. So mainly what we're doing now is we're allowing it to be a space where other content creators can come do photography and videography. So.
Yeah. Well, I gotta turn this into a studio too.
Yeah. So like I got my boy that does our photography.
So you're gonna change the lighting here to everything?
The lighting eventually, but the main thing is before I get into the lighting for the studio, is I want to get into I need to get more of these lights, kind of like these lights.
Yeah.
But I need higher quality lights. Like, these are cool.
Yeah.
And I got enough in it to light up this little section. But now I need like the professional.
You don't want to paint the ceiling black? Nothing.
I don't know. You think? I mean, I'm not against it. I just think it would open it up if it was more white. That's all I was like.
Yeah, white does make
it makes it look huge in here. So that's what I was thinking. Go all white, and then all this stuff will be out. All the t-shirt stuff will be out temporarily for like maybe 6 months, and then it'll be back. But the main goal is to say, look, I'm focusing mainly on the media spot or like the studio spot.
Yeah.
So that I can start renting it out to other content creators.
Other creators.
Because I have like right now that people that are booking it, and like low key, bro, they're spending money over here. So I'm like, dude, that's the majority of the money's coming in. Like,
yeah.
All this other stuff is cool, but like if I can just, instead of just plugging up with my boy and his connections, like if I can open this to other content creators,
yeah,
it's game over for me or for that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like I'll still be able to offer the podcast and I'm still gonna offer all the stuff. But I'm thinking over here would be again just preset sets.
Yeah.
And then over here would be the podcast. So these walls, I want to be able to pull these walls. Like they come, they're all connected with what are they called? Like clamps. So they're all clamps back here.
Oh, you just
so you just disconnect the clamps and then the walls will come by.
Yeah.
So I can store different sets. You know what I mean? I can have different sets right here. So again, podcasts will be over here with different sets, but then photography and all that will be mainly over here. And again, I'm gonna make it big enough so if people were like, dude, I got this set, can I just do my pod over here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll just move it over here. We'll do your pod over here. So that's the goal.
You want to start?
So, okay, so now it comes down to the paint. I didn't know what kind of paint to get. That's why I was like, well, this food. And then they were saying, don't get latex paint or some shit, because that shit just chips, or you can't paint over it, or I don't know what it was. But then I was like, they were like, you gotta go with like the.
So it depends. You think people are gonna be brushing on it a lot? Like touching on it a lot?
It's gonna be mainly just as back. You know what I mean? Just behind it. It's just.
And all this, you want all these lines taken off, all that?
See that? I don't really care. I don't think.
You don't care about it?
I don't think I really care. As long as it's just white as fuck in here. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah, like I'm not really tripping on the bumps because again, eventually we're gonna have different sets in front of it. So it's just mainly when I take the set down, it's still white. So I think it still looks nice.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. No one have to patch, retexture all that.
Yeah, like scrape the wall and then you're gonna have to. Nice. I don't want to do too much for this guy. I mean, if he was going halves on it with me, you know what I mean? Let's go a little bit more money, but.
Because I could make this wall look badass, but I can also make it look like.
Well,
Still good.
The original plan was before the whole white walls and all that, we were gonna do. This shit.
Or you're gonna have your opinion?
So I was just gonna have a bunch of my boys, cause they all tag and shit too, so I was just like, well, you guys, let's just, like, let me get a like a bunch of designs, you know what I mean, we'll prove it, go against the walls, and we'll go that route.
Well, how you're saying with the content creators?
Exactly, like, that's more like if this was a kick-it spot for like, you know what I mean, like, if we were trying to turn it into our personal studio, but with me trying to make it a bigger studio for others, they're gonna be like, that's cool, but I can't really shoot with that, like, you know what I mean, so it's like,
That's for sure.
yeah. So that's why, so that's why we scrapped that idea, we're like, let's just make it look as big as possible, paint white, and then go from there. And
And then the floor, you do gotta hook it up.
Yeah, no, I am.
That's the floor.
I am, so that's what I'm saying, vinyl, I have to look into it.
Yeah, you got vinyl or epoxy, like you said. You can do like a white epoxy, that looks sick too.
The white with like a bunch of like, just, you know,
Yeah.
I'm thinking something like that. The maintenance is gonna be a bitch, but again, if when you.
Or like I said, just have like that concrete brand, like with a cedar on it.
Yeah, or something like that, and then just, see, that wouldn't be a bad idea too, but I think the main thing though is get the walls, get the setup, and then while we're getting the setup, depending on how we're doing with like people renting it out, if it's getting traction quickly, then fuck it, let's run it. We'll get the floors done and go that route. But I just don't know. I looked on Facebook, like Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, see, so then, but then I had to like measure this place so that you have an idea to let them know, okay, that way they know.
I used to do concrete restoration, I used to do epoxies and all that.
I remember you did like you would scrape the floors down, like this pretty much, all the way down to the bottom, right?
Yeah, I did all this, yeah.
But I didn't know you did like the
epoxy too, but I mostly did like main color epoxy, just flat.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do like all that fucking
shit. Which it doesn't look like it's hard, it's just more of one of those, you gotta be confident, I think. Like,
I know do that shit.
Yeah.
They did some crazy ass ones. I could do it on the wall.
What do you mean, like on the epoxy on the wall?
Like it's called Venetian plaster. You never seen it?
I haven't.
It's like those epoxy that go on the floor, it's on the wall.
Is it cheaper?
Hell no.
No?
That's just expensive.
Well, yeah, cause you're epoxy, yeah, you're right, actually, that's not gonna be.
The material is really expensive.
What's it? It's epoxy.
It's called Venetian plaster walls.
V-I-N.
VENETIAN. Plaster wall. It's the same as the epoxy.
Oh.
Yeah. I know how to do those on the wall.
That shit looks just as hard, bro.
It was hard, huh? I like the dark color ones, like the dark grays, you know. To me, those are the ones that when I did that, I was like, hey, this is
That shit is sick. Wait, so how long did you do that for? Or did this for? Or how many times have you done this?
I've done like whole houses of that shit. With my other uncle that I used to work with when I was younger, that was like a big thing back then, you know? Cause we worked for a lot of Arabs. You know, the Arabs, they love that shit.
Yeah, they fucking love that shit. Oh shit, okay. That's dope.
It's just a material that's just really expensive.
Yeah, shit, boy, that's and then a place like this too, it's kind of big in here.
And then you hit it with the wax and you put the buffers buffering it to make it look shiny, you know? It's fun.
Okay. Yeah, again, in time, so we have our lease here is another year and a half. So depending on how we do in the next year and a half is gonna determine if I'm gonna go like heavy into this place. shit at the wall and see what sticks. Like, what works. I mean, we get lucky, bro. We get like t-shirt orders, and we'll get fucking people to rent out the space.
You have had people rent out the green screen and all that?
Yeah.
And they go out editing or what?
Editing? Yeah, so I mean, we have a guy that does editing too. The majority of our clients will go through their own editors. We just locked in a podcast deal with this guy for 10 episodes for his podcast that they're starting.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so we're trying to get that going. It's supposed to be, the first episode was supposed to be today. But I was like, dude, I got so much going on still, so we're gonna push it till Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Date. I'm coming with all my tools, spare. And...
See, so that's what I'm thinking. So, okay, so that's what I was gonna say about cost. So then, I was looking on Facebook Marketplace and they saw like, how many gallons do you think we need? Like 5, 10 gallons in this bitch, or?
Probably 10, yeah.
Like 10, huh? Like rather than 10, just to make it look right.
These walls are organized fine, bro, because they're darker.
And then.
Primarily, we just hit one coat.
And then, okay, so what kind of paint? Does it matter the paint then? Like,
that's what I'm saying. It depends. Like, so if you don't think no one's gonna brush on it, because the thing with flat paint, is like if you touch it, it's there. Because of the white. Right now it's kind of so you can see the gloss on it. See how
yeah,
the shine?
Yeah.
That, if it gets dirty, you just wipe it. You know? You got like,
I mean, still, it gets dusty and shit here too, though. So it might be better to just go the shine.
Yeah, we'll get it dusty for sure.
So then,
especially with the garage door, you got a lot of airflow coming through.
Again, I've been seeing that shit on Facebook Marketplace, but is that the kind of thing we want to get? These are selling it for cheap as fuck, so I'm like, is that good or is that bad?
You see? What is it?
Like this one's at $70.
For a 5 gallon? Oh, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah, $70 to $100, depending on what fucking color you get. Right, so if I get 2 then, I'm gonna go more than $200. Are we?
You know what white you're gonna get?
See, that's what I'm saying. Bro, honestly, I'm just gonna go with what the deal is, but I mean, obviously I want it to be as white as possible, or like as, I mean, I don't even know.
You got bright whites, there's whites that are like blue whites.
Like, is there gonna be a certain white that's gonna be like, hey, like if you're shooting photography and they get that, like, is that gonna be an issue?
Photography, I don't know. But I don't think so.
No, right? Like
Shit.
that's, and again, yeah, so I wasn't. Oh, and then see, like, and then paint and primer, does it have to be both?
Nah, I wouldn't do it together.
No, right, you would get that.
Yeah, get that. The primer will just hit all at once, just quick, spray it one coat. Cause it's 6 colors. That's something about when your walls are dark and you're going to white. That's take a lot of paint.
We might need a little fucking 10 gallons, maybe.
No, I think
10 will be for sure.
I even think, yeah. Because you're doing this 72.
I'm doing the what?
72.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, alright. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go under and then. Because again, even if we get a little bit more, I'd rather have extra. And if we fuck up a wall or we do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we need to redo it, we can always.
Yeah, you have the
Versus having to look for it. And then again, what paints are good? Like, does it matter?
For sure, done items. That's good. Don't get the honey. I'm saying that right now.
No, yeah, done. Yeah,
I'll
okay,
paint it,
done
but I'll
Edwards.
be like, what's this? This more
Like this shit.
Yeah.
Done Edwards.
Yeah, it's more.
What is that though? Is that white?
Yeah, it's interior.
Black. You see?
I don't know if that's white though. But yeah, that's pure white.
Oh, pure white. That's cool right there.
Yeah. There's pure white, ultra pure white. There's have the whites, you know, but
This was
it's still white.
Interior flat finish, pure white. I have 25 buckets, each 5 gallons. I'm asking $75 each bucket. That's not bad. Okay then. But again, the flat finish, is that gonna be fucking, that's the one if they touch the walls, it's fucked?
Yeah.
White and Swiss coffee interior semi-gloss, $80 each bucket. Wait, white and semi-coffee? What the fuck is that? White and semi-coffee interior, or is that two
Oh,
different?
Swiss coffee. Swiss coffee is like kind of like a dirty white.
So he has white and that one? Or that's?
Yeah. Yeah, he has two different. So people get Swiss coffee when they know their place is gonna get dirty, so that you know, like it doesn't look bad.
Oh, with the walls, so like people, yeah, I got you. And so semi-gloss would be good for the white one?
Yeah.
Or Promar? Is Promar good? Promar 400?
Sure, well, that's kind of good. That's like the headers, like their competition type shit. Vista paint is just as good. Just don't get bare. That's the only paint I recommend to not get bare. So then you could do a satin too. Where it has like a little bit of sheet. Cause this will like, you know, you'll see the sheet.
Yeah, that one, that one's which one?
That's the summer gloss. Got satin, it's nice, neck shot, but do not go flat.
Satin, we're gonna see what we're satin. The damn gloss, yeah, it's gonna be super shiny too.
Yeah, it'll be shiny for sure.
We don't want that appearance. Hey, I forgot, you don't smoke, right?
Not more, not.
That's good, bro. That's fucking dope.
Quit smoking.
I'll be going through phases, like I'll stop for like a couple
The thing
days.
about sand too, you can clean it.
After?
Yeah, it's all good. You can smoke though, ain't you?
Yeah, How long days do you think it'll take to do that shit?
The paint the whole thing?
Yeah.
Like two days.
Nah. Oh, okay, I was thinking like a week.
But it depends on how empty it is.
Yeah, but, well, again, we'll probably do it like in sections, you think? Or how do you think?
Sections
It
for
depends on
sure.
what you
You
think.
can't clean this place out. Sections.
Well, I can. Well, not clean it out, but I can get it all to like, get all your shit, bro. Just get it all off, whatever you don't want white, and just move it all over here.
Yeah, like 2 days. Like 1 day to like clean it, fix it. I'm gonna fix that imperfection for sure.
The crack. Okay, how much you want me to pay you, bro? I wanna make sure you get some money in your pocket for helping me out.
So my days go for like. Said you pay me too.
I know, but still, I want you to like, cool, I appreciate the family thing, but like, make sure that you're making it worth your time, you know what I mean? Like, make sure that when you go home, your girl's like, alright, cool, yeah, you're spending time with your cousin, but you're making some money too, like, you're bringing in some money to the house.
Yeah.
Or you can just sit on, at least think about it and then just shoot.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I'll shoot you,
like, think about it, talk to your, like, whatever comes up.
I'll shoot you my 2 prices, low 2 prices, I won't go lower, but you can just tell me.
Yeah, again, no worries, that's no worries. And then, what else we got?
I'll just charge you per day.
No, yeah, whatever works. And then,
Yeah, so come on and clean this. Yeah, the first day I'll like. knock
even if
off
you
all that
want, even if you need, like, hey, bro, if you can prep, like, have the guys clean, like, cause I have guys at the shop that work. Like, yeah, so if you, like, hey, start cleaning these walls, wiping them down, or whatever the fuck you need.
Or the best thing, if you're gonna have some guys like kind of prepper, you see all that peeling shit?
What kind of shit?
Like that peeling.
Oh, the wood.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have.
So scrape it, right? That's where they scrape it? Okay. So again, so you just scrape the ones that are, where it's peeling, or scrape all of that shit off as much as you can, like, even if it's not scraping, like right here? It's like, that shit looks cool, but it's like, nah, like, if you wanted to, or does it not matter? Cause I mean, people aren't gonna be staring, bro, but like,
Yeah.
whatever you think, like, just make it.
That's up to you. Like I'm saying, like how good do you want it? Cause like good, I come and I sand this whole bitch down.
I know. And I'm telling you, I would do
I
that.
sand that whole shit.
I would do that if I had the money like that too, like, you know what I mean? I just don't have it like that just yet, that's why I'm like, let's just get it enough to where it's like, alright, you can't really tell too, or like, you could find like the balance between the two.
Yeah.
As far as like you said, having my.
Do you have the
sand?
sand?
Yeah,
Do you have the sand?
Well, I don't have one, but.
Because even, they won't have to scrape it too much, they'll just do like quick sand, and that shit will look
Good. And again, yeah, well, you know what, I'll just tell the guys, yeah, I'll figure it out. Yeah, cause I have them here daily, so it's like, dude, if they're gonna be here, they need to be working.
You pay them to be here?
No, it kinda like works out differently, it's like a help me help you situation with most of the guys here. Yeah, cause they're trying to grow their brands and their stuff.
This is what we do selling?
This is the weed that we're smoking right now. The weed that I'm selling is a little bit different. I get this weed from my boy. He gets it from, these are his connections. But I mean, our shit's similar to this shit, it's it.
For a pound, like what, like 3-4?
Bro, this one's paying anywhere from 38 to 42 right now. On his pound.
Damn.
Bro, when I was getting into this shit was like, on the decent, you get like $700, 800 packs. That's a good ass weed, 1200, maybe 16 at most. But,
Yeah, we just shot up.
three, bro, you're looking
And
at
Vince
three.
even up on his slack?
You know what?
He's for like, what, like,
Nah, he's got, again, cool thing about Vince is like, I got your entry level weed, I got your mid tier weed, and I got your rapper weed. You know what I mean? So, as far as prices, like, his prices are always negotiable. Like, he's always negotiating with people, like, but yeah, it's just a drive to go up there and we'll just get too much. The cool thing is that I know he's growing this is his own shit though.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Jose was out there having clothes and shit.
it's how they grow.
Oh yeah. We fucking up though. Vince would probably send his ass back.
Yeah, I had a boy that was living up there with him too for a little bit, that was helping him out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then, he didn't want to say anything, yeah, fucking, I had to get a weed for him from here, so low key.
So all these pipes and everything, you want those painted white too?
Which ones?
All like the electrical ones?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Wait, like which ones though? Like these ones?
Yeah, like that plumbing.
Yeah, probably that plumbing one, but again, that's not really like, I'm not tripping on how to, cause it's plumbing, right? It's a little weird, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there's no evidence.
Yeah, exactly. But all these pillars, I want to paint these pillars. We're gonna pull all this down, so by the time, I'm trying, everything will be, I'll pull everything down and just have it at the corner for a second. Then we'll go that route. And then I'll have them like prep it, and then you can come check the work or come track 2 a little bit.
Yeah, don't get the full cover. It's gonna make a mess.
Nah, fuck that. Who cares? We'll just clean it at the end.
Well, we're gonna have to cover it up because we'll spraying it.
Oh, that's right. You're spraying from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have to throw some. Maybe from that color, this way. Yeah, we'll figure out.
So all the material, do you have a place where we can go get all that shit for like cheap, or is it like should I just look
Usually,
around?
Dunn Edwards, we do have an account. They put it on, but I'm not sure how much.
Yeah, compared to like if I just go, someone's got it laying around, trying to get rid of it. Yeah, that part. But as far as like the materials, like again, like that sheet shit that like the colors. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I have all that stuff. Sprayer, tape, all that.
Alright, cool. So that way we're gonna work on that, and then yeah. So today's Saturday. They're not gonna be till Monday. So by next week, the earliest.
We can cut.
Okay. That would be okay. You
I'll
come
get
in.
it on Saturday.
If you wanna come in.
Friday, just check out.
Yeah, just check out, hey, okay, let me see what you guys did. Hey, you know what, I can give you this again, so that way tomorrow when I come in, it's not done, I'm just gonna touch it up, and then, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but then. My brother was gonna be living here for a couple of days.
We'll do it.
So we're gonna be streaming 24/7.
Also, he'll be here like.
So we'll be here overnight, and we're gonna do it like the other half day. The other thing, bro, that I'm learning about trying to run business and trying to do all this is contracts. It's gonna be in contracts. No more like saying like, hey, this is how it is. Because when the money comes or when something comes, and it's like, hey, look, we need to get like, hey, here's the contract, brother. Like, come on, let's stick to the contract. Versus being like, I'm dealing with your emotions, and you know what I mean, shit like that.
That's true.
But that was his idea too. Like, he's like, roll through the contract, and then. When we build brothers? Yeah, Andrew. So then when they brought this guy in that, because Andrew and them, they do music, so the guy that they brought in, like, he does music, but he wants to do a podcast, he wants to do 10 episodes, he's like, got people that will like, pay for his advertisements or whatever, like little spots. So he's like, he just needs a space. And I'm like, well, this is perfect, like, we're trying to turn this into a space, like, this is perfect, so we made a contract, so we're actually putting the contract together, and then, bro, like, now I get like how big businesses do it, where they're like going back and they're like, oh, it's 2 companies can possibly merge, and then they don't. It's like, bro, that shit, we were going back and forth. Like, there was almost 2 points where I was just like, fuck it. Never mind, it's not even worth it. Like, but then I'm thinking like, bro, you're trying to do this for other places, like, you gotta learn how to like stay patient, like
manage it.
Yeah, and then you gotta give some to get some, you know what I mean? Because then I felt like, dude, this guy's taking advantage. Like, we're trying to hook him up for like super low, and now he wants like, he's trying to get more like at Frontline. But I said, so yeah, take a break, sit back, wait the next day, and then after we figured it out, we locked it in for 10 episodes.
It's tight.
Yeah. It's tight, it is tight. And then we streamed the whole thing so people will watch it. It was dope.
But where you guys get this camera?
This is the Sony. It shoots in 1080, so it's perfect for like right here in the shop. So if you come over here, and it's all connected to the system.
So we stream on right now. We stream on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and then YouTube again, but in like vertical. So like people do shorts when they're scrolling through their phone real quick on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 different?
Yeah, so there's like regular YouTube, like where they go to your.
Damn, look, that's pretty clear compared to how it looks on the.
I know. Well, yeah, because again the settings and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you
that's
change
tight.
it. So yeah, it looks a lot better than what it actually.
I didn't know it looked that clear. I seen it. I was like, oh yeah, the camera's pretty old. But then I looked at it. I was like,
no, yeah. But it's still 1080p,
oh,
like on. You know what I mean, like
yeah.
broadcasting. That's what people stream on most of the time.
Uh-huh.
So that way it's not buffering when they're like.
Oh.
If they have bad connection.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, we're streaming in 4K. So if they start watching our shit and we're streaming in 4K and they don't got good internet, then their shit's gonna be slow.
Oh, okay.
So you stream at 1080p, which is still good enough quality. Like you said, it looks good enough. And
Yeah.
then,
That's pretty tight.
yeah. I'm telling you, yeah. Once we paint it in here too, it's gonna look fucking. It'll look dope.
Look bright.
It'll look bright.
You get more lights in here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna get, like those.
That's the big thing too with white. With the more lights, the more brighter it will look.
The more, like bigger it too is.
Because you already have all the electrical running.
Well, yes, we have the electrical running. But again, the lights. So the ones I was looking at were those. Have you seen those like hexagon for like they were like car shops type use them? I was thinking of that, but then the photographer guy that came in, he's like, "No, you can't get those, bro, because if those are pointed directly down, or I forgot how he said it, but he was like, pretty much that every time that they shoot, that reflection's gonna go off of their eyes, like so every time they got to edit that every time." So I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that." So they're like, "No, yeah, you want LEDs or some shit, or I don't know. Who's trying to tell me all these things?" I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta learn, bro.
Just get a list of it.
What happened?
Just get a list of like the lights.
Yeah, of what? Yeah, dude, I go to YouTube for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like, I put on YouTube. ChatGPT helps me with all that. ChatGPT helped us with our contract.
Oh really?
Yeah. Fuck. What would we have it on here? Maybe here. Oh fuck! I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. We have the contract somewhere though. It's gonna be. I don't think the mail's connected to here. Let's see. Yeah, no, they don't have the mail connected. But ChatGPT came with our shit, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I can exit after 6 today. Oh, that's perfect. It sucks, bro, because I feel like I just got like a little bit of money recently. But like as quick as it came in, now it's like it's gonna be gone, bro. That's why I'm like, dude, I need to start spending in the right spots like quickly, cause
the right place is on.
Yeah. And yesterday I went to fucking Six Flags.
Oh yeah.
I took my daughter to Six Flags, and she's on spring break.
And so still? I thought that was over.
No, this is it ends today's like the last week. This is the week for sure. Yeah, this is the week. So she goes back Monday, but
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So when it's dirty, I gotta clean it. I bought more, so I put this up a while back just to have something. But then I'm gonna turn this one white, and then I'm gonna make this all white. It's gonna be like an all white room over here.
You know how these fall out too? You should build like one like that with those on it. You go?
I know, but I was cheap. And I was like, I just throw that shit on the click, 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 click. Like, that shit's gonna cost us another like $80. I think it was like, so I was like, just fucking, but yeah, no, yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta, again, that's the whole thing, is have a bunch of these sets so I can just take it off. Yeah. Put it to the side. Put another one up. Take a bunch of
little walls with like the grass ones.
Yes. See, now you're, yeah. So, and then I want to do like a pink room for the like girls. And I was looking at a bunch of shit on Facebook, and like people sounding like a pink locker, like random shit. You know what I mean? But if I do it right, it'll look sick. So I was like, dude. So yeah, just give me some time on that one. All right, let me hit this one more time. But yeah, the t-shirt stuff, that's all gonna come out, and then yeah, the machine went down.
And Andrew was like, "Oh, we'll make a shirt." Then Katie's like, "I don't know." I was like,
"Nah, yeah, I fucked it up."
You did?
I think I did.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
So it's got a thing called the print head inside of it, where the ink comes out, right? And you gotta run it every day, and then you gotta just run it a specific way. If you don't, then obviously you start causing issues. And so with the lines, I closed the lines once and just ran the white lines, because I went off the fucking video, right? That's what the video was telling me. But ever since then, it doesn't come out right. We opened the lines again. We ran them and do everything, but he's saying that something had to have got clogged in there. Yeah. When you closed them, like by that time that you closed them, they dried enough. So like now we gotta pull it out.
Yeah, it's probably like a little tiny ball.
Like something small. Like you gotta go take it out. He said we could either try ourselves, put it like in a solution and let it sit overnight.
And there's no solution that you put it in to run it through the option. Do they have that?
Yeah, no, they do. It's this shit, but
Didn't work?
And it shows though that it's feeding it through, so it looks like it's working.
Yeah.
But yeah. And when it happened, when we had a client, so the guys that we did these shirts for, it happened during their shirts. So I had to go.
You don't know what that is?
I mean, that's literally.
Where the fuck go that?
Well, these were the test shirts. So we were learning how to do the arm. We fucked up the arm, we're like, shit, we gotta have it a certain way. We figured it out, but if you look, we're not bad, I guess, now that we look at it, it's too big. A little white. See all that?
Yeah.
All that, I mean, it looks fine now, but if you wash it over time, that will become more and more, and then that'll look like, it won't look consistent. And then here too, look, see how it cracked?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cracked. That means, yeah, it is.
It's not the same?
It's too much paint. So this one was too much paint. That's why it came off so dark, but when we didn't put it up, and then it came off this blue. So we were running into it, trying to find the perfect balance. What it came down to was,
You searched up like the material wise,
we thought, a lot. Is it like, but no, the cotton shirts, so we run everything else. But what it ended up being was, because the guy that designed the logo, which was our guy, he didn't make this blue as this. He made it like a lighter blue, so every time we kept trying to make this darker, just kept adding color to make this color, it kept, like this was already perfect, so we just kept overheating this, so that way when we pressed it, and like, that's when it's like started to crack already. And then you notice, look, in the deep, it's brighter than the UTA. You know what I mean? Like the color, the shininess. See, again, and it was the designer. He designed it, made this perfect, and then he didn't put the same amount of white, because this is a different. Like a whole, you know what I mean? Like, and this was the boy that I had here. So we're seeing him talk off with my guy, like, yeah. So it's like, bro, for you making mistakes, and then when we try to come at you and fix them, you're like, oh, it's too late.
I didn't know that.
Well, again, that's the guys that pay attention to detail. Like, if I gave it to you like as a client and I sold it to you, again, I just sold you something and you would have been, but again, it's not the way I want to do business. Like, I want you to be able to come back and not say, oh, you know what, I noticed those shirts got fucked up over. I know why they got fucked up. That's my job, right? Like, if you're gonna do this, this is your job. You can't be snaky like that. You're not gonna grow long term like that. Yeah, you'll get people here and there, but then that'll run out. Like, you gotta, and that's what I was trying to teach the guy. And he's like, I got my money already. It's not like that. That's not what I'm trying to grow here. And that's not kind of people I want around. So it was, but it sucked though, because he's been at home since the beginning. So it's like,
You know that was your mission?
no, this is his machine. I just paid the thing was, look, it's your machine. If anything happens to it, I'll fix it and get it working, right? That was the whole deal. But this last run, we just couldn't work out. And again, nothing was in paper. That was the issue. We didn't have it all right? We all said it was all one thing, and then we got this client in, and this client, we made like 4,800, like right under 5,000. And so it's like, bro, you can't do that, dude. Like, especially if I want him, and he does this client comes in every year. Like, he doesn't come in every year, but he's, my boy's the one I got him from church. It's like a church friend of his, but he gets shirts done every year through somebody. Like, he don't care who, he just gets it done. So if I can build that relationship, right, that's like a guaranteed client, almost 5,000 every year that you get. So it's like, and then now he wants stickers. Like, he ended up liking the shirts and everything. And I told him though, like, hey, look, some of them are gonna crack over time, or anything that happens, just come back to me, I'll get it fixed. But he's from church, he's a cool guy. Like, he's probably not gonna complain about it, but still giving him that option is how it's gotta be. It's how I see it. Yeah. But I had to go through some other guy to finish his shirts, and this machine went down, so like most of the order was done through us, and then the rest of it I had to go through another guy to get the shirts done. With his own machine and everything. But we paid him out, and so we helped him out. But now it's like, alright, cool, so we're done with the machine. I gave him the the money that he asked for the print head and everything, like, we're squared off, he said. I said, look, at this point, like, I'm trying to run business a certain way, and it's like, it's not the same way you're trying to run it. And he didn't seem like he was trying to figure it out, so I was like, yeah. So, it sucks, but. That sucks. It sucks, cause I don't wanna feel like, oh, you cut him off, and, cause the way he made it sound was like, bro, you learned everything, cause I did technically learn a lot from him, like, I wasn't even trying to get into the CHEEEEE. I was trying to get into the podcasting and all that, I did the lead stuff, like, but I just now learned something else with him being a friend, you know what I mean? But now he came at me and was like, you know, you kinda just learned everything from me, and now you just gonna go buy your own machine to do your own thing, and I'm like, I'm not trying to do that, bro, like. Yeah, like that, like, but then, and then like, yeah, but I can keep going, right? But, yeah, it's just.
Yeah, that's what there's a lot of people instead of just each other on.
They keep like, I don't know, I mean, and it's my own fault though, cause I did kinda like, if I sit back, like I didn't know, he kinda like came in here with the mentality of like, look, I'm paying you guys rent, and I'm just doing my own thing, right? You guys are doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. Yeah, we can collab, and we know each other, shit like that. So I mean, I knew he wasn't really like a team player, like trying to build what I was building. Yeah. But I was hoping that he would see my vision and be like, dude, like, and then I'd bring him on and all that, but.
I know you guys have like a whole gym here too.
Yeah, everything with the kid. We did the music studio for a while. But.
So you guys have the buffer right here?
Oh, for the floors?
Is your good?
It's one of our guys' team. We went to Home Depot, rented the grinder.
Behind them or what? Or walk behind?
We just rented the piece, the floor piece, it was like that. It was just like, the sander or something, like something like that. And then that's what we did. See, did we do that right? Is that what you're supposed to do? What? Like, okay, if you came in here, how would you start the floor by prepping it? What would be the first step?
The first step,
grinding it with that grinder that we used, right? So this is what the shop.
Not with that one.
No, sorry, not that. The one that we rented. Yeah, the one
It's like a big ass fucking grinder.
It's like a big. Well, it's just a big old circle.
Yeah.
And then we put that on the machine.
I wouldn't use that one.
No?
No.
Is that why it took us so long?
Yeah. Long wise, you could do it like that, but it'll take forever, you know? And then it'll be more or less even. So they have these big ass ones that they're fucking around by like propane.
Yeah, I know, the big ass. I remember you sent me a picture one time.
You cross it like this, and then you cross it like this.
So it's the same shit, it's made for.
But this would take this off. Like to make it look like that, you could use that one.
That's what we
But I'm
did.
talking about like to grind it to make this shit like, you know, grab to where it becomes like all
Like this all the way through.
even.
But like smooth like this all the way through, like all the way, right?
Even, yeah. Cause you have to break down like that. It literally grinds that shit.
Yeah, no, trust me, bro. The smoke in here, the dust, we had to have the gate open. It was a bitch. Yeah, it was a whole thing, and we didn't even do it right. We were like, no, cause we were like, I mean, so in here, it was like this, black, white, like this paint. This is what we were trying to take off. So bro, we were sitting here for fucking like minutes, like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 8 minutes.
Trying to get that.
And it would sometimes come off, right? Like that's why you see some spots.
Yeah.
Where it came, like it started to, over here, we did it over here. We did the whole spot.
Yeah.
But, bro, it got so bad in here and we were like, let's get the fuck next time.
With the pan, I would drop some siding on that bitch. You just gotta scrape it.
To take it off real quick.
Yeah,
or
you
you
have to have a
got
certain license to buy that shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they don't sell that shit like that. Cause that shit's so strong, bro. Literally said do not read this. And we used to just fucking, you know, we used to wash our hands and that shit.
Damn.
Because we were so used to it, you know?
Yeah, you guys, yes. Fuck that. Yeah, see,
It's
that's
like a higher acetone, you know? It's like acetone but times like 20.
So just as like a rough estimate, what does something like that cost just to get it grinded? Just to get that part done?
This big. I'll give him my boy. He'll bless you. You know, coming with the vacuum too, and
So it's not so dirty or something? I mean, find out honestly, because I think honestly, if we do this right, that would be the first step. Because then.
But with the vacuums that he has, no does.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He has like these industrial. This is all industrial shit, you know? Like we've done Amazons with it, all that.
Oh, okay.
We were at Amazon for forever because they have those little robots now that move all like the materials and all that shit, and they run off of those stickers. We had to get that for perfectly fucking level.
Well, I mean,
Some crazy shit.
yeah. Well, I mean, see, that's the Amazon though shit. Like,
Yeah.
in here, yeah, it could be some ways, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not tripping. Like.
Now we'll clean that up, you know? That's for sure. And then you can just put that sealer on it, you know?
I'm thinking starting at least there. Cause I would want
Because
to.
you, cause like vinyl would look nice too.
Let me see. I don't even know. Hold on, picture. Let me see what mine would look like.
Like what color would you want?
White, no?
White? I don't think they have white. Let me see. It's like that where it looks like wood, you know?
Like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, then what would go
Better
with
than
it?
that, you know?
No, yeah, I'm gonna mean like the
never do stick ever anywhere.
the vinyl floors, the stuff that we did on the walls.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
But a better one. Cause they had I don't know.
That was just like for something like cheap. So then, yeah, that would be. Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know. Cause now I'm just thinking I'll probably just would go epoxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause then I think the epoxy would look dope with the walls. Unless you got a sick ass vinyl, like I don't know, I can't picture it. What would look sick?
I think that probably would be good. Now that I'm thinking about it, you're trying to have different wall sets and shit like that.
Yeah. And I wanted to give
The
it
thing about like with the vinyl is like you have to go like with your wall paint, you know, and like stuff like that. Like with your background.
Yeah.
So that you're right. That won't be good.
I'm thinking, yeah, furniture, that's what
Can you do it just in here, or was it?
What's that?
You're not tailored?
I'm gonna do.
Cause I can measure it and then just send it to you.
Let me check the bathroom.
You've been here stuff like this, like you could tell them like to fill it in, you know, and like these cracks, fill them all in, make them look flush, so that when he does epoxy it, you don't see all that shit, you know?
Yeah,
You can even bondle this, you know that?
That's again kind of like the.
Like the shit that they use on cars.
Yeah.
You can use that shit on the floor, and they'll put coat on this.
I mean, shit. Whatever's the.
Sure, I'll tell them once.
Yeah, whatever's the cheapest.
I'll tell them I want these cracks invisible.
Invisible. Yeah. I do. Okay, so then back to the other restrooms.
Yeah.
The restroom and the shower room would be the next things to do. First the restroom, then the shower room. Yeah, see that's what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Or like here, you'll need maybe like 3 boxes.
Yeah. We're supposed to have more shit.
like this, you know that, right? You just gotta get metal. Yeah, they have paint for that.
This too.
No?
I like how big it is. No, I don't like it. I was even thinking making this like a set. You know what I mean? Like it'll look like a set here, and I got a window over here, so we can make another set. Eventually over here.
Oh,
And I can make it as one. You know what I mean? Like try to incorporate it
Yeah.
into that. Only just for these two things. Everything else will be separate, but.
So like all that your time is staying with it? You just straight away?
Yeah. Yeah, but what is that? I didn't even like it.
Could be either got wet and it woke up. If I touch it and it goes in,
You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's what it is. So if you go inside, yeah.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. That's not. Yeah, but you can just like scrape that off.
So again, have those two stand on that now.
Yeah, like knock all that off.
But like if I wanted it to knock all this out, like how Andrea starts standing all this shit.
That's straight. Look right here. You just put like a fucking mold.
That's the thing that sucks about me though, is that I'm not creative. I mean, I'm not a decorator, but
You can't really get somewhere and like.
oh yeah, like yeah, that's the one thing I can't do. Is like with me trying to implement this, like the only idea I can get is like yeah, maybe a kitchen area or something or a safe area where they can take photography. But then
What's up with the door?
I don't know. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, because it's a
Door's so
right there.
close.
Yeah. Right there, right.
There won't be enough.
You know what I did see though? I saw that it goes on the wall and they put it on the door. Oh actually I would make it, but it didn't look like it was a door. It looked like it was like just the wall.
Oh, hidden door?
Yeah, it's like a hidden door almost.
Oh, I've done hidden door.
That's
You
what
gotta have certain hinges.
is that what so look
I've
at
done hidden fucking door.
well let me show you what oh fuck where did I see that? I think it was on again that damn Facebook marketplace shit.
Watch, we did this golf simulator room where let me see. Where it's in a hidden wall.
Let's see, go here.
Let me find the video though. Look. See, here's the regular hallway.
How are you opening it?
It just pulls out.
What the fuck?
And that's the golf simulator room.
That's sick.
But look at the hinge it has on it. Oh, I don't think I showed it, do I? Look at the hinge it has on it. See? Then it goes back into nothing.
That's fucking sick. How much are those hinges?
Fuck. That shit's expensive. Oh, that shit's pretty pricey.
Fuck, that's like getting Lamborghini doors on your shit.
For real. Yeah, look at this house.
Oh, this shit's legit.
Oh yeah, this is like a fucking $5 million home right here. I framed all that shit. Shows a little ass closet, raised ceilings.
Damn. You guys did all that shit?
Yeah. That's real wood though. That's not vinyl. That's real. See that room's in there? Elevator's right there. That's the baby's room.
That's the baby's room?
Baby's room. Nicer than mine.
Damn, that shit's crazy.
I vaulted the ceilings and shit. All that was
Hey, that's
dead
dope.
Flat. Dead flat. Did the curve, all that.
Oh, that's fucking sick, fool.
It's the master
How long did you guys
bedroom.
work on this shit for?
Oh, it's been like 3 years. Damn. This was like a full remodel in addition to everything, you know, like all legit plans, all that.
Oh, so you had, you knew how to do like it was all laid out, like how to.
This is with Theo John. Oh shit, I stopped recording. But
Fuck.
that house is badass, fool. Look at how we did their countertops. And then the piece of granite goes in there, and then disappears. Their outlets.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit's. Yeah, you guys need to start fucking.
Advertising now.
Yeah, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like.
Yeah, we don't advertise. Cause the thing about Theo John too, he's through recommendation. He doesn't like.
Yeah, he'd rather
dealing
get
with
legit like
all like random people because.
He'd rather get
when it
solid
comes to
people than when he gets
pain and
recommended.
shit like that, yeah.
Nah, yeah. I could respect that. I could respect that for sure.
Cause people tell me too, like, oh, start Instagram, or like a bunch of pages, but I'm like, nah.
Yeah, but it's just cause that quality, like that shit. You guys are doing it, bro.
Yeah, there's different qualities, you know.
But
it all
again,
depends on money.
But again, it doesn't. As long as. Yeah, the way you guys are like, if it's not broke, don't break it type shit. Like,
Yeah.
If it works.
See, watch, look at this room. Shit was all fucking fucked up. Floor was all crazy. Mold everywhere. And then watch. I did this in like 4 days. 4 days, I turned it into this.
Fucking guy. Damn, 4 days?
4 days, yeah.
Fucking flip that bitch over. Damn, that's good. That's good that you learned the skill set, bro, because not many people know that skill set, you know what I mean? Or like take the time. You were kind of forced into it, but you were like, fuck it, like, it's easy, like, I just do it, you know what I mean? Just
Because
like,
I dropped out so young, you know, my uncle was like, you're not gonna fucking just sit here and do nothing. Not Theo John, you know, but my other one, the one that taught me.
The one that first started?
Yeah, that first started me in this. He was like, you're not gonna just sit here and do nothing.
Damn, that's what's up.
But I was skating at the time too, you know? And I was like real good at that. So that he would like, he'd allow me to still do that, you know? When I was talking.
And then what do you do when you do fucking have time off now?
Just the gym.
That's it? That's good, bro. Stick to that shit. Yeah, I know, right? God, fucker. Just stick to that shit. Kid, have a kid.
He's good.
How old is he?
Spot. 26. May. End of May.
I'm trying to remember 6. I thought it was 6.
Kindergarten first started now.
Yeah, there you go.
He's gonna go be for quick.
Damn. What's he into?
Like all that, puppy playtime, all that stuff. No. He likes watching like games, like people play the game, you know?
Oh, they all
Why are kids into that, right?
I had some client that was here, because we have the stuff, but we had the TV up for a while.
Yeah.
And people would sit here and they'd stream. They would just sit here using our internet to stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then we had the.
Also, yeah, people rent out this place to stream to?
Yeah, Bro, everything. Yeah, like picture. We have like people here and there, like random.
Yeah.
But it's like, how do we grow this?
Yeah.
Like, it's not enough to pay the bills. Like, it's cool every once in a while, but it's
Yeah.
like, it's not enough to keep it going. I keep having to come out of other businesses or other, you know what I mean? My own pocket sometimes.
Yeah.
Other shit. And it's like, you can't do that. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to do this. Let's see how this works. And then I need to get the electrical done on some shit.
What's wrong with it?
I need to just add fucking the outlets. I put one over here somewhere.
Oh yeah, I can do that too.
That's what I'm thinking. I gotta fucking get into that because I mean it has everything. You know what I mean for the most part. I just don't know how fucking what we do and don't need or what's live, what's not live. I don't know how to do all that shit.
Yeah.
But that would be too again. Get power on this side.
Oh, that has no power in it?
No, there's no power on this side right now.
At all? You checked them?
No, I'm saying like we don't have nothing to. This
Oh,
is how
no,
we
no.
connect. Yeah, we have no. This is how we connect. We currently have to.
Oh, shit. This is
Yeah,
dangerous.
bro. I'm
This is
telling you.
dangerous right here, look.
Oh wait, this ain't even me. This, I mean, I didn't even notice this to be honest. See, I didn't like all this. I gotta tuck this to make this look nicer. Like I didn't even notice how this was sticking out like that. But then I gotta figure this out.
Yeah, so usually you run it in pipes like and those.
Those. So that's a fucking a box.
Yeah, that has electric in it right now. So where's your panel? Your electric panel.
I don't know, bro. I think it's either gonna be the shower room against that wall, or it might be this one.
Oh, you did have
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, so this came straight out like that. This is crazy.
So what they did here originally, where so my boy had this question. The guy that does he does barbering.
Huh.
He's actually the guy that got me in here, but when COVID came, he fucking he had his chairs in here against this wall. We have him here all against this wall, and he would have chairs lined up right here. With fucking barbering.
But
Yeah, and so he had outlets to it.
this is how it should be, you know, like running out of
This,
this
not
is
direct.
right.
Oh, see, I didn't know, bro. Didn't fucking know.
But it's right there.
Yeah. But the idea is like that. See, all these work though right here. All the boxes work, so we have electricity all around here. And then in the shower room, the only way you get electricity in there. I think that because of the water.
Oh, and the
Or it could be that too. So look, all this will be out when we get that. That's out the way. Look how that's up here.
another one of those. Wait, that's not all that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
So,
yeah, you can move those?
but they have a switch in here, so I don't know what the switch is for, or if it's live.
There's probably for our outlet.
Outlets are going and go across here.
Is there an outlet backwards in there?
There might be actually on this side. On this side. This one doesn't work. That one doesn't work.
Let's see. Try it now that you flip that switch. Cause sometimes like random switches like that are for like looking.
Oh, I see what you're
You
saying.
know what I'm saying? Like the switch will turn on and off.
Okay, hold on. Let me get a phone charger, plug it in or something. Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought of that. And I just fuck with the.
Or it could just be your thing pop, you know, like your GF. Yeah, we can check all that shit. Those are all cameras?
Yeah, there's little kits. because the other side worked. And then, yeah, it's just again, no power on this side. And then we were thinking of putting power at the ceiling. Cause then, yeah, cause then I could run the cables for these lights.
Yeah.
I could run them all directly to the one at the ceiling.
I'm gonna take a picture of that. That shit's so good.
I know, the piping? Bro, you
How
wanted
they
it
just have
before?
wires ran.
What happened?
How they just have the wires running into the box.
Oh, for the electricity you're talking about.
Yeah. That's fucking good.
Yeah, see, I don't know how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be how those look.
The
How this
piping,
one looks.
the piping one right here, right?
Yeah, you see how it's a box? That's just a different box. Like the metal one. But you see how this is ran through a conduit?
And then so in there is all those wires, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Inside of this has wires.
So wait a minute, so they fucking did it over here. And so they have power here, then yeah, you're right. That's how they got the front one going.
Yeah.
Oh
So
shit,
the-
I see,
so-
I'm getting it now.
So they grab that power from this light. So from this light, or they grab it from, I think the electrical.
So is that why this one doesn't have one? That one, this one doesn't work? Or is this just because of the old?
I think it's because of bulbs, because it's running into that box.
Ah.
See, now one runs over there, it's over there. So all those pipes are full of wires right now.
And you can technically cut into those to get.
Yeah, you can cut into those, yeah. To run it somewhere else. Look, watch. You see on the side of this box how it has those 3 circles? See how it has those 3 circles?
Oh, yeah.
It has them on the other side, this side, and that side. Oh, I'll show you right here too. So you just pop that shit out. You throw either one of these, they have push connect, different ones. And you run your conduit, you run the wire through it, you pull it out. Just connect it.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, you could tap into all those. Like you see how that one, something was connected and they took it out. Cause you see that little blowout? How it doesn't have to think. Oh, it's just a hole.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So that has the possibility of running.
Yeah, you could get power through any of those boxes.
Damn.
You can get it through this one too, this is longer.
Okay, so what happened? Where did they fucked up over here then? How did they go from?
They just didn't run it in the.
Oh, look. So they got it from right here? No, that's for the AC.
You gotta so to figure it out where they got it from, you gotta trace it all the way back to the panel.
Oh, okay.
But those are the ones that are popping out. Those are the ones that are popping out over there, remember?
So he started just like that. He probably just like,
Yeah, he started straight like that. But cause you see follow the yellow, see how it runs back? And then they went straight down, remember?
So it comes out over here, and then
It comes out.
he has one that comes.
Cause he has them all dedicated, different ones.
Is it gonna matter if we start cutting into them though? How many times you take power out of it, or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter.
Because then it's not pushing out as much, huh?
Yeah.
The voltage
And then
is.
it'll pop and stuff like that.
Damn, see, so I gotta
But
look
that's
into
like.
that. Fucking guy, see, I didn't even know.
People do it like that in their ceilings, but that's like when it's not exposed. Like, in your attic and through your walls and shit like that. Like, that's normal that way. But not out like this.
Damn.
Yeah, like, if you ever go to a restaurant, like say like, where you buy food,
Right, yeah.
Now they have the countertop. So from that countertop in, all of it has to be in pipe.
How to do that? They have to go down through.
Like, but in the wall.
Oh, in the wall?
In the wall. It has to be in the wall, yeah. You can't be running outside the wall like that. So then from that countertop out, it could be like that. Straight in the capsule. Like just laying on the outside of the wall.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Damn, I didn't notice some little details.
No, I know, I didn't know a lot of shit either.
But yeah, because you realize, like, how the fuck do they run their cord or their wires if you don't see that wire? But yeah, they have to run through the wall.
Yeah, most spots, they won't let you rent it out if shit's not
Yeah, no, they were even telling me here. They're
I'm
like,
surprised that was let you guys do it.
what?
Like, they let them rent it out together.
The electricity, with the electrical.
Yeah, it's electrical over there.
Bro, this space is sketch.
Scary, huh?
But, I mean, we're at, this is technically the hood right here, like the Pomona at night. I mean, it gets bad.
Yeah, right downtown, right?
And then, yeah, it's the owner. Like, he's a cool cat though. The guy's fucking legit. He's like, old school Mexican, like he didn't charge me a deposit.
Oh, no?
He didn't charge me, he's like, he didn't run my credit or anything, my information.
How much you pay for it?
We pay now, we pay $1,400, $1,445. Yeah.
Damn, that's good, shit.
Yeah. Well,
That's how much I paid for my phone.
bro, we had this place for, I think we had it for like $800 at one point.
Oh,
We had it as low as $800, and then,
yeah, that's good.
and then it went to 1,000,
Uh-huh.
and then 1,000.
Every year.
Well, no, so it went from, he's not even like that. This was just, so when we got here originally, we got here to my barber looked us up at this spot, cause we were always, again, Med City was in my mom's backyard, like, and then the guys were complaining to me, like, bro, we're doing everything from your mom's backyard, like, you want us to start coming in on a schedule, we don't even have a spot, like, we need to get a space. So I said, fuck it, let's get a space. And then my boy told me he was living in here, and he said, well, we moving out, but I don't wanna lose that space, it's a nice little space. He's like, you don't have to rent. He's like, well, fucking, you keep your shit, we'll try to do like the podcasting and all that at the time, and then we'll do, just keep my shit there. I'll pay you $400 for that, you pay $400, $800. I was like, perfect, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then we were running our little podcast, we were selling weed through here though, like doing our thing. And then, the barber, yeah, he was like, hey man, bar guy needs to make money off you guys, cause you guys are not coming in like all the time. Like, he wasn't just like low key, it was kinda like every day, like, and I was like, well, show them that we're trying to do the media, like, yeah, we're doing the media on the side, but show them we're doing the media, like, and then when we were doing sketchy shit, like, I had a boy that was doing, spray paint, and he'll spray cars. So he bring cars in at night, and then we spray them in here, and then we take them out. But we got comfortable doing that, and then.
Oh, like a chop shop?
Kind of like, without, we were painting, like, he just, cause he knew how to paint, but,
Oh,
and then
but
he
he was paying legit.
yeah, yeah.
Not so.
No. Oh,
Oh.
yeah, no, yeah, like legit cars, like, it was people that came in, we had receipts and everything, like, we were running a business with them, but this food didn't like that, he didn't want this, cause I guess it's, you can only, well, the guy that was doing the painting, he's like, well, technically you could do a certain amount of spray painting and not get hit by the code, but, the landlord didn't want it, and it was just like this whole thing, and then, long story short, we ended up getting kicked out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sergio was like, hey, look, the landlord didn't want you right there, this. I was like, no problem, bro, like, fuck it, we fucked up.
Yeah.
And then I was spending time with my kids anyway, and then the opportunity came back, and he was like, dude, let's do it again. I'm like, let's do it. So then we started doing it, just me and him, with the whole team. And then the landlord seen that I was like, that I was coming in stuff, and he was just like, look, you guys are doing stuff like, I don't know, he thought that Sergio was charging me. So from the time that it went from 800, after I did, it went up to 1,000. Sergio started charging me. Sergio 1,000. And then Sergio couldn't really afford the $1,000 so we were like, come back in, fix the rent. But then the landlord was like, I see what you guys are doing. You guys are still.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, we're not painting, bro. Like, there's nothing like that going on. It's literally just the podcast and all that.
Yeah.
And then, so he's like 14. He wants 1445. That's not his
Oh, that's his number.
So he's like, you guys want to stay here? He's like, I want you on paper though, so that you're renting this place out too. Like, you're not just subleasing it. He thought I was subleasing it to Sergio. So he thought Sergio was charging me like 1,000 or something. And,
He's
know,
not gonna mind you, like, your response and podcast.
no. So no, because that's what I told him what we were doing. I was like, we're immediate. We're trying to do a media thing. This. So now he knows we have clients coming out. We're pretty much doing the same thing we're doing already.
Yeah.
It's just now we're making the space look the way it's gonna look. Because a photographer said, bro, we need to start advertising ourselves. Like, we need to start like taking video and all that. So let's figure it out. Let's take video. Let's get it all done. And then we'll just sell this as a service. Cool, we did it for us. Let's go do it for other companies. Hey, you're trying, like kind of like you guys, like if you were interested in that type of shit, right? But we want to go to other companies and say, hey, look, you don't have to worry about it. We literally come in, do all the work for you, and then you just pay your bill at the end of the month. We take care of all your social media. We take care of all this. So we're trying to migrate more of that towards other businesses and photography and all that shit. Not a factory. It ain't that big, homie, but I got no ball pit or nothing.
Oh, you have a skate park.
No, I got no skate park, but yeah, so you gotta send them. So now we're paying for it. But I didn't have to pay deposits. I had to pay. He just took work. I just told him I want at least 3 years. I told him, give me at least 3 years for it. And then he's like, yeah, I'll pay for 3 years. So I'm sure after maybe 3 years he might go up. Yeah, so next weekend. So this week, what I'm gonna do all this week, bro, is gonna be clean. Even today, what I'm gonna do is just clean out all in here, get all this place cleaned up as much as possible. And then come Monday, I'll have the guys start scraping the roof, cleaning it. Right, that's what they'll first do. What do they clean it with? Just anything? Swipe it down like crazy with it. And then take up all that paint first, clean it.
Like the pipes?
Yeah, yeah. Well, again, I have the sander at home, so I could have them.
Yeah, just a little quick sand, you know? See my cup in perfection. That look brightest.
Yeah, it's gonna look. Yeah, right? Well, he had it, I guess he had somebody paint the ceiling a while back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when I ended up dipping out for those couple years, or like a year and a half, he had someone come in and paint the ceiling, so I don't know what color it was before.
It was still white.
It was on the
Fireplace was common.
Alright, and I'll get the paint then. I'll send you some video or pictures or something that I get, and then make sure it's like, alright. But again, the goal is probably go satin.
Satin.
And satin for the ceiling too, or does that matter?
For the ceiling?
Because it's not gonna be touched, does that matter if it's that flat one?
You do flat.
And then how much if I do, if we do just the ceiling, how much is that gonna take, like 5 gallons?
For sure. Probably do it with like 25.
With one 5 gallon?
Maybe just 3 gallons. And then I'll just put it in a bucket.
And again, for me,
But the primer will primer it all at the same time. Let's get the
damn, then yeah, so then,
just like that.
I've seen that somewhere, someone's selling it. All purpose, what is it, primer?
Yeah. No, you can.
I'll see if I can find it, whatever the fuck I find, I guess. That's what it's gonna come down to.
Just type in primer, just whatever. But primer's primer.
As long as you have the job. But you got the stuff for the job, that's what matters.
Yeah, I have plastic on this.
Oh, the measurement.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
You need that weed, bro, that's what I'm telling you, that's because you don't smoke it like that. Huh?
Nah, honestly, I stopped smoking because I was fucking around, bro, for a while. Very fucking big. And then once I was into that shit, we did not feel the same. Weed makes me feel so good. I don't know,
That's what a lot of people say. Like,
or
even people that say that, like, I used to smoke like the way I do, and then they'll stop for like a couple months, and then go back, and they're like, it's not the same way. You get paranoid, like it's not the same type.
hell yeah. I'll get paranoid. Not like so much of someone coming after me.
Right.
It's more of like a fuck, I feel like I can't breathe type shit. Like if I'm not breathing right, you know?
Yeah, that's when you feel high, homie.
I'll be like, what the fuck, I'm not getting enough air.
No, yeah, I remember, no, yeah. That's good though, honestly. Wow, dude. That's like the one thing that I'm like, that's the one thing literally I'm working on.
Is that name roller? Let me get one of these.
Yeah, you can fucking one. With the t-shirts and all that shit. Take two, bro. Take one for the car, and then you keep one in the car. We use them here for fucking like the t-shirts when we do the shirts for the orders, so there's no lint before we put them on the shirts. Huh? Yeah, oh yeah, fuck yeah. Hold up though. Fuck yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is.
I have one in my truck.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I know we have one though.
I parked all
You parked far?
Yeah, where do you park it? Hang on, look. Oh, you got it. Alright.
I parked over where the Honda is over there.
Right. So then, yeah, so then, then one day, I fell asleep. And then she had went and got my phone, you know, and then seen that, She had like other dishes and shit, you know? So she was like, so her thing was like, oh, you cheated on me. And I was like, no, I didn't. Like, we were broken up for a while already. Like, I did not cheat on you. Like, but that was her thing, you know?
But she still didn't see it like that. She saw it.
So here's 24. Look up.
Yeah.
So there's 24.
24 feet? Yeah. This is actually pretty big.
No, it's just huge.
I don't know, I guess because I have the
1,400? I'm like, that. That's pretty cheap.
I know, and they're telling me too, like, as close as we are to the one, that's not the one right here.
Actual foot?
Yeah,
16. 24 plus 16.
40?
24 plus 16? Wasn't that like 30?
24?
Oh, yeah, that's 40.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, I put times. Yeah, 40.
Sheesh.
So 40 by.
So 40 by. Dang, this place is big, okay.
This place is huge.
Alright, cool.
That's not surprised you got through that.
See, my girl made me feel like. My girl wants me to change. So we're having another baby, I don't know if you know.
No, I didn't know that.
We're having, so we, I'm having another girl.
Oh, okay.
So I have
third baby.
so my third baby, exactly. So I have Mina.
So we got 20 feet right here.
Yeah, I got Mina, Aiden, and now I got the new one.
What are you gonna name her?
Nanya told me, but I was like, what? That sounds kind of weird.
20 plus 7. 37.
40.
40 times 37. That's how much square foot you got. Just in here.
Oh, it's not even clean the offices and the restroom and the shower room.
That's 1,500. You said 1,500 square. It's just.
That's 1,500 square feet to
That's
get.
people's whole house.
Nah,
Yeah, that house is like an apartment easily.
I mean, yeah, actually, our apartment's probably like that.
Yeah. You could do a whole house.
Oh, I'm like, babe, we need to just move to the shop. I just found out we got 1,500 square feet.
Well, you got more than that. That's like another like what, like 80? Nah, that's probably.
That's like 16. We're probably nice. That's like another 200 feet back there, no?
I'd say yeah.
Like one something.
Yeah.
So you're looking like
Yeah,
200
there's
plus.
2,000. She said.
No, 16. 12, 1,400 here.
You think that's? Oh yeah, the bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom's not that big, and then the shower it only goes down and then to the right, and it stops right there.
Also behind that window, behind that thing is the shower.
So on the side.
Behind that vanity in there, in the other bathroom.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I
There's a
see.
shower back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, and it's not big. It's just like a small square in there. And eventually,
Yeah, about 60.
bro, we were getting into
This is pretty cool.
we were fucking getting into like clients that do OnlyFans and shit.
Oh, for real?
So they want to rent their shower room, the shower.
Oh,
But
shit.
they're like, it looks like shit in here. Like, you need to like make it look nice.
For real?
And I was like, oh shit, I never thought of that. Like, but yeah, bro, that's crazy content too. Like,
Oh yeah, I didn't think
I didn't even think of that. So she told me it was this girl Andrea. So I was like, wait. She's like, yeah.
Is your homegirl or what?
Yeah, she's like one of the homegirls. She used to work with me at T-Mobile.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
She doing OnlyFans?
And then now she does OnlyFans and shit. But so she was telling me that she's like, we put a swing set here and all. I was like, well, I need to use this for the clients. I was just like, but you good? You can put all that up. And I was just like,
You
yeah.
could do that.
I didn't think about
Because
it.
the swing set, you can just unhook it.
Well, that's what we have. So we have a swing set, but just like a regular one.
Mm.
It's like, so some lady was shutting down her studio in LA, so she had to get rid of all her shit. So I offered to buy some of the shit that I actually needed, and then on the last day, she was
Why don't you go in that one?
the landlord. The heat, so the landlord is up here.
Outside?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So if you go outside, there's like another thing that's up there, and he like lives back there.
Oh,
Like,
so-
if you go in the alleyway, he has access. There's like a garage. His garage. So he's got his own. He's kind of really smart. He's living here and he's renting out his space.
Yeah, he's like pretty good.
Yeah. No, he technically is.
Uh,
And then I found out
He owns all of them.
No, he only owns the 4 buildings right here.
It's still a lot.
Yeah, no, it's just something. But, bro, I was telling the guy that's barbering with me, I was like, bro, let's just buy this one. He's an older cat anyway, like,
Yeah, he's gonna be retired.
but he's got kids that are like young,
Oh, okay.
so it's like,
That makes sense.
he's probably should get to that. So fuck it, we'll rent it.
Stream Element says, alright, alright, alright.
We get random people that pop in there.
For real?
Yeah, alright, fuck it, we got everything figured out.
Alright.
Should I take these down? Yeah, right? All
Yeah.
this needs to come down. We'll take these out.
Yeah, it's just like portion.
See, I'm not gonna want to get you some white ones.
There's 2 on top. I'm pretty sure there's 2 there.
No, yeah, we put them up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we put these up.
Oh, sorry.
The guy that had them, he had them in boxes. And his wife's like, well, you whites want to build them with them? She's like, well, because they were living in here. So she was like, we're gonna use them, but we ended up keeping it, we execute. So we built it, put them on.
Oh.
We're like, fuck it, make a little kitchen over here. Little kitchen area.
When you want to put it back up, just let me. We don't have to put that. Oh, this was already. Wow.
No, it was okay.
Oh.
I'm thinking, so this is what I'm thinking. Again, different sets, right? So this would be like a kitchen set.
Yeah.
So like you would have like, I would redo, I'm not gonna obviously have it this, but this little section will be for kitchen, and we can get cabinets or whatever.
Break room.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not. Low bar.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, man, this place has got potential, we just gotta put some work into it.
Yeah, you guys got good thinking. I would never thought about that shit. Like all these different sets on it. That's smart.
It's, again, it's a way I could just rent it out, and then, because my barber guy's right here, he always helps me like when I have clients sometimes, if I can't make it here, I'll be like, hey, look, can you open the studio for you guys?
Oh.
They'll come in, hey, here's the studio, I'm like, greets in and everything, and does this whole thing.
Oh.
I bumped heads with him a little bit though too.
Did you?
Yeah, I felt kind of bad. Him is like the one guy I kind of feel like the most, like, cause I'm all about like not trying to do people dirty, and then always looking at like how can we both make sure that we're winning, right? And he technically got us in here, and then when I told him like, hey bro, I need all your stuff out of here, like even if it's $400 more, kind of felt, people, you know, I'm not getting bro, still come in here, cause the original plan was do podcasting, he can get full access to do everything he wants, but then ever since then he just hasn't been doing it, so. I don't know about that kind of bad, but.
Yeah.
You know, I could've done about that better. Sometimes I sit back and try to think, I could've done it better.
Alright.
It's about that time?
Yep.
What time is it
Drive
actually?
back.
Damn, it's 3, I gotta go too. Gotta go eat.
I know we tell you. I came straight from my haircut.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so, back to your chick though, what happened? So what happened?
Oh yeah, so then like she cheated on me. I was like, no, I didn't. But like we're broken up, and then she was like, then yeah, like, that was really then.
You don't wanna eat back with her?
Not really.
You're kinda like cool with what you're doing?
Yeah.
That's how I was. How old are you right now?
24.
That's right.
Because too, like she started smoking weed again, and like I don't really mind it. But she's that person like where when she smokes, she's just a different person. You know what I'm saying? Like people can act normal, but nah, like she'll be mad, you know? Yeah, I just didn't like how she was when she was like hot. She was mad. Then when she
Because she holds those grudges.
I wore off. But
It wasn't.
she acted like she needed that shit to survive, you know? And I was just like, that shit ugly, you know?
No, it is, trust me, it is.
And then she was like, oh, I'm just about to go to a job. She got hired season. And then started smoking again right away and all this shit. And I was like, how you want to do all this? How you want to do this? And like, she was a bit fascinated, you know? And then boom, what happened? Season. They're gonna let you go. She gotta let go. And then now again, another one. Like,
So that she has to stop. She's just stuck in that loop.
in that loop, yeah.
Yeah, she's not out of that yet.
So it's like,
Yeah, because again, if you're gonna be smoking or using anything, alcohol, or anything, like, you gotta have your shit like take care. And even then, you shouldn't.
And I took care of her like the whole time. You know, I always wanted her to finish school. You know, 'cause she didn't graduate either. Do something, you know, but she was the type that where she didn't see the ending of it, you know. She always seen the problems, not the way.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
She always seen the problem and then
I can't build with someone like that. Like,
yeah, I couldn't build it, bro.
Yeah.
As much as I tried, like, I could not do it. The license, you know, like 22-year-old still without a license and all that, like, whatever. You gotta grow up, you know, like this shit.
Yeah, you know what the hell, for sure. You gotta make her grow up. You not being around her making her have to figure it out.
It is now.
Now there's no crutch.
Dude, Alex is like helping her, like, finish her driver's test, and she's not passing it.
That's good. That's
Right.
good, bro. 'Cause that's where you grow the most.
And she didn't see all that I did.
Yeah, so yeah. And then you sit down.
She'll even say it.
And you can't bring it back to her. Because again, nah, even if she's fixed, like, nah, you gotta be fixed and be on your own path.
Yeah.
And then if I'm really like fucking with what path you're on, and it's like, hey, like,
Yeah,
you know,
maybe.
then maybe. But that's
Maybe.
Like, but that's like really like she's at and even then she might not even be the same person. So it's like, do I even?
Yeah.
Like, do I even?
That's what I was just saying. And the families were like, well, dude, Alex was mad at me, and I was just like, because at the end of the day, like, it's not his relationship.
I mean, no, that's true too. He's just probably more like he's old school. He's kind of old school. He's kind of like my pops. Like, you laid your bed, like, you made your bed, and I laid it.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you can't be laying it so much before it's like the person on this side keeps pissing the bed. Like, what do they do? Can't keep getting a new bed that's constantly.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying I was perfect, you know. But
No, yeah.
You know, there's gotta be a break point to where you guys break and still have good communication, because we have kids together, you know, at the end of the day.
And you guys do have that?
Yeah,
Communication, right?
yeah. She still wants me, you know. Ah, yeah, you put me through that. Nah, I don't think I will.
Might.
I don't think I will, bro. You can tell she still wants me.
Well, yeah, of course, you're her baby's daddy. Like, it's always gonna be like that, but
And like, I'm the type that I'll joke around, you know, so.
the only way you're not gonna end up back with her is if you fucking end up finding some other chick that's already on her shit, like take care of business, like.
That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm right now.
Yeah,
We're
see?
doing about to open a tow truck company. Like,
Yeah, see? Like, that's the
she
only
has her
way to do
shit
it.
together, bro. Like, she's
Yeah.
different, she's
Yeah,
cool,
you
like,
know.
from the moment we met, you know, like, we just vibed, like. He said, that's the only. I'm like,
That's not the way, yeah. Cause I remember there was some chick, and then the only thing that, again, she didn't have her shit all together too. Bro, what am I gonna stop here to just help rebuild somebody else? Like, I wasn't thinking right, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, she was bad, but again, it wasn't about that. It was more like you're growing up, like, you gotta dial in.
Bro, she even followed, Naomi, she even followed me on top. Like, I don't even know how she figured it out or anything, but it's like,
And it's crazy.
crazy.
They can figure it out. I don't know how, but they can figure it out. It's scary, bro, cause then they don't got, again, because they're stuck in this loop.
Yeah.
Their lifestyle is you now, like figure where's he working, what's the time, like it's like all that energy, if you focus on you and really want to be like, you know what I mean, then that, you would change your life around, so.
She was big, she still is, I see it. And she blames, dude, they start blaming on me. She was like, oh, I'm out here fucking struggling, and I was like, you act like I'm over here living the greatest life, like now I'm doing like everything on my own, you know, like trying to balance work, make all my payments, rent, everything, you know, do that for my son, like it's not easy for me either, you know. And then she was just like, well, it's your fault. It takes two people to make a problem, like it's not one person's fault.
She's still in that mindset.
Yeah.
But we grow up differently. We grow up differently. Like men grow up differently and smarter in a different way.
Yeah.
They have strengths in other ways. Cause my girl's smart in other ways, but when it comes to certain shit, like she agrees when you know what I mean. She understands. You know what I mean. She respects the lead, but their approach. Sometimes like I need that opinion because I don't look at it like that. But at the end of the day, this is right. You know what I mean? Like, but damn.
And then she had tried, and it was funny because she was like, I left her car and all that, you know, and she's like, oh, I'm thinking about selling it, getting different. I'm like, you know, it was like, alright, but like, some of that money is coming over here too, you know, it's my truck at the end of the day. Yeah. You feel me? And she was like, what? No, why? Like, I should have it all. Like, I have our son throughout the whole week and whatever like that, and I was just like,
who claims
I just want this.
taxes? Well, you guys just split though.
Yeah. So then, like, I was just like, well, she'll most like clean, you know, because she gets, I get it.
You do? So then she.
So she'll clean. But then I was like, I was really a bad guy like that, you know, people, they don't leave their big mamas with shit, you know, like, but I'm not that type of guy. No, but I didn't even say that either, but at the end of the day, I just want like something out of it. I don't even want half of it. I just want a percentage of it. But at the end of the day, I just put a brand new engine in that shit. Like,
spend money on it. Why shouldn't you get rid of it then?
Because the transmission went out. But I was just like, no, hell no, I just put an engine in that. Like, you know, it's a baby. Like, it's literally a baby.
But yeah, that's how it goes. You fucking fix the engine, the transmission. It's just not.
So it's just like, and then she was like, well, she's like, I could just put you on child support. And I was like, go ahead and try.
What do you get?
I was like, I'll do 50-50. I was like, I'm not a bad guy. I was like, I don't do drugs. I got my own house. I can take you to school. I was like, let's do it.
But again, if you don't do taxes, then they can't get you. How do you get you?
Yeah, that too.
They can't. They can. I mean, that she go on there and be like, look at this nigga. We're going to talk to him. Or, you know what I mean?
No, but even if she did, you know, I'd fight her. At first I was worried, but then like, John talked to me, and then my sisters, they were like,
you're an veterinarian.
They were like, you can do it. Like, you literally you're not a bad guy.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm sure you're right. I was like, I do have his own room, you know, like shit like that. Like, I'll do it 50-50. I can take him to school.
Yeah, but the worst, they'll put you 50-50, exactly. If she ends up taking you, then they'll mandatory make you have to have certain days. It's not your forced to.
Be like 1 week.
Or like, yeah.
So I was like, go ahead. Like, and then when she seen that I didn't care, because this conversation was face to face, like, then she ended up telling me like, oh,
so she was just trying to see, hey, you know that's what they do.
Yeah, she tried to see like, I don't know, I'm gonna do that for you, you know, like, no, you wanna do it? Go ahead, I got it, no problem. But when she bought that out,
At the end of the day, you're in full control. At the end of the day, because again, she's watched this baby the majority of the time right now.
And it was funny, she was like, I'm the mom, his school's next to me, they'll give me the custody. I was like, I don't even live that far from you. I was like,
they don't care about that. They just want balance for the kid.
Yep.
They don't care how close it is. It's more convenient.
It'd be different. I was like, fucking straight Debbie dad, my kid didn't like me, you know, shit like that. It was not like that. That was pretty weird. It says women, they be swearing like that's not rights. And it's like, nope, we got
Yeah,
rights.
you know what? That's how they. Nah, you know what? Not because my girl was real cool. Like even when I was dealing with me and stuff, and then she was trying to take me to court for me. She was real cool about everything. Like she was just like, look, I'm just doing this in case this shit hits the fan. Like, I get it, but she took care of me when I was gone, when I was traveling at the time. I don't know if you remember, I used to look at that pet store. Oh, we used to travel in that on, bro, like 3 weeks minimum. So when I wasn't around, she was just kind of like, well, you're not here. Yeah, it was all bad. I ended up having to go through shit with Nadia, and then I kind of figured out, like, yeah. And then I did
Also, you had 2 different baby moms?
No, same baby mama.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't get it back with my baby mama, and I stuck it through. kind of mad at, like, my scenario was different. My scenario wasn't like good, but I had to learn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to learn how to do my shit, if that makes any sense. Like,
Oh.
she was more of the one that was taking care of business, kind of like, it was like your scenario, but in reverse.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Like, I couldn't keep a job, like, I wasn't even trying to keep a job.
She never even looked for a job in a long time. I was
Like, as long, I think
hey, she's growing up right now for sure, for sure.
What happened?
She's growing up right now for sure.
That's what I'm saying, like, I went through that time where I grew up,
Yeah.
and Nadia kind of just, she was willing to take me back, but it was more like, nah, you're not really just taking me back, I'm kind of taking you back, because I'm not as dependent before, like, I kind of had my shit figured out, I had started getting my shit together already,
Yeah.
like, so when she split with me that last time, that's when I was kind of like, yeah, I was a little heartbroken, I can't deny it.
Yeah.
But I was already starting to tell Lee, we were like planning out how to grow it to here, like, I was already figuring out my life, so I was like, cool, you take care of business, but do whatever you want to do. And then when we got back together, I'm like, you know what? Like, this is what it was.
Yeah.
She used to talk to her ex.
Oh, okay.
And so, I was cool with it. I didn't give a fuck. I said, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not
Insecure.
yeah, I'm not insecure. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So she would ask me, like, hey, can I go, I guess someone had passed away that they were friends with or somebody.
Oh, okay.
So-and-so's gonna be there, like, but I didn't give a fuck. So I was like, yeah, like, do your thing.
Yeah.
But then she ended up, I guess, wanting to hook up with him, or he ended up, like, they were both talking, I don't know, some shit. So I was kind of like, oh, you're tripping, like, you think I'm gonna stick around? So I did. I was like, that's it, like.
Yeah.
And so I dipped, and then she ended up, well, cause she was living at my mom's, and then so she ended up wanting to come back. Like, hey, like, I got nowhere to go. Like, I'm like, same thing. Like, kind of like where you and your chick, like, you live here, I live here, but we're doing our own thing.
Yeah.
And then she ended up staying there, and she was cool with it for a little bit. But then my mom, as friendly as she is, fucking invited one of her coworkers to come live with us. And she was like our age, so she was cool. And me and Nadia were not together technically, and so I was friendly with her. And Nadia seen that, like, she was just like, but I'm like, I'm not trying to fuck or anything, like.
Yeah.
But then Nadia's like, that's it, I'm done, like, I'm not. And I'm like, dude, you ain't gotta leave, like, everything's chill, like.
Yeah.
But whatever. Again, I'm on my own tip. I'm doing my own thing. Go and figure it out. You want, and then that's when I had to look through her phone. And that's when she was texting that guy, and I'm like, you're playing games, like. And that's when she ended up living. She ended up going. Her mom actually ended up taking her back at her house, and then. But then she was fighting for me. And, oh, you're not even around. This, and this. So I was like, fuck.